Starts on Friday at 4:05 in the morning, according to the Farmer's Almanac. Some locations say 4:04. So, you know, what are we going to quibble over 1 minute, Rachel? I don't think we're going to quibble over 1 minute.
We could just celebrate both times.
Yeah, okay, good idea.
Seems like it's always
I like those fall colors. They were
Aren't they
so
nice?
pretty, yes.
And they're starting to turn now.
I've noticed that, and we are getting into the spirit of fall.
Yes, Emily Deem has some helpful tips on how to get your yard ready for the changing of the season.
Hi, Em.
Live from Maribel. Hi, Emily.
Good morning, Rachel and Pete. Hi, everybody. Yeah, we've been talking about it all morning. I mean, fall is going to be here on Friday. Maybe you need some helpful tips to get your yard in order. Maybe you need to trim some hedges, maybe some trees. Well, you could use something as simple as this as a handheld pruner. But what about something like a powered hedge trimmer? We've got some helpful tips with Dale Lindner, who is here with us. He's with Ace Hardware with Manitowoc and Green Bay. Good morning, Dale.
Good morning.
We got a lot of options here, from handheld tools to powered tools. So let's just go ahead right in order with a few things that I'm holding right here.
Okay, if you're doing it small trimming, certainly small branches work real well with the pruner you have in your hand. Get to the hedge trimming and just doing a small hedge, the hand pruner for that would work real well as well.
But we got something else too, powered.
When you're getting to bigger bushes or hedges, this will certainly cut down the time, make it much easier to use, but with all power tools, safety precautions and safety gear is an absolute necessity.
These are pretty interesting, something I've never seen before. Kind of show us what this is, Dale.
This would be a manual extendable tree pruner that can either be used as a saw or by latching on a branch here. You can just trim it by pulling on this cord, and it gives you quite a bit of flexibility to go quite high up into the trees. And of course, if you want to do things a little bit easier, you have the power pruner,
Okay.
which won't extend as far. But once again, there's power, a little bit more safety is required.
That's what we're talking about, safety, because I mean, these are saws that you're ultimately using. Branches could be falling. Extra precaution is key.
Absolutely, and a lot of times people are thinking as they're cutting, or not thinking as they're cutting about what's laying behind them. So sometimes as you're cutting a branch, you might want to take a step back in case that branch does fall where you're standing, and you forget that you've cut a previous branch that's laying behind you. So using power tools like this, you want to take your time and think about every step you're going to do.
And then we've got another pruner over here. Tell us about this one. This is a lot bigger.
This is a lopper, again, a little bigger branch from the ground. Maybe you don't have the power tool, but by just closing this with the leverage, you can cut off some decent sized branches with this.
And I know we were talking about lawn stuff before, laying seed. When you're cutting branches, is there a good time to cut branches at all? I mean, does it not really matter?
A lot of trees, a lot of pruning should be done in the dormant season. We're getting close to that, and a lot of times late in the dormant season. But sometimes shaping bushes, when you can see the shape of them, or storm damage like we've had in the past few weeks, you have to clean up and do those things. Or there might be branches that have been broken off, you won't see until the leaves have dropped, and that's the time to get out there and do that.
Okay, some great stuff. Rachel and Pete, I think I'm going to stick with just the handheld pruner for now and work my way up to these power tools. I got a little more experience I need. Thanks, Dale. You guys will send it back to you.